Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining this quick demo about the product. I just wanted to keep it really at a high level. Wanted to give you guys a glimpse of what the product is all about and what you can achieve and how it actually works. Um, so here's a user guide. You will have some documents which will help you understand how to use each of the features, and then I'll also upload a lot of videos for you guys to get trained on this one. And then the dashboard is a place where you will get started with your profile building. And as of now, it's a blank page. It's a account, and all of the features. Each of the specific features are available over here. And as I've not uploaded any documents, everything is at zero right now. And for the purpose of demo, I have a document which I've a resume, and then couple of impact story that I've just written up, which I'll be uploading to show you how it actually works. So now, given that, let's get started. So this is resume. I'm just going to upload the resume first. So now you can see that there is one document which has been uploaded, and let me go to my documents. It's still parsing the document. So if you go to profile analysis, as of now, everything is zero, since we have not hit the refresh button. So right now I'm hitting the refresh button and trying to analyze my profile. Because I've uploaded one document, I'd like to see what the app is going to tell me where I stand. So with the refreshed score, it's telling me that I'm at 2.9 in terms of document, and then it also gives me an idea of where I stand in terms of timeline analysis, because this is critical. The sustained acclaim is one area where everyone is getting shut down by with RFEs, and you get a lot of challenges. So it kind of gives you an idea of where you have to work, what you should be working, how the criterias are getting broken down, and where you have strong evidences. So right now, as I uploaded the document, it started building my profile, which was zero at some time back. But now, if you go to criteria, let's say, for example, over here, since I have the EB1A app that I built and uploading that, it is taking that into account that I've built an AI-powered career platform, and then I've led critical roles in for various companies. So it just started building it, and even at the evidence library, you can see that I worked on these specific products, and it's starting to give a score and tell me where I have strong areas, and areas that I worked. And the evidence timeline again is a representation for sustained acclaim to show that you have a staggered and as well as staged growth in terms of profile building. You have profile building evidences all the way back from 2018, 2012, so on and so forth. That's what this section is all about. As of now, since I just uploaded one document, it is taking everything from that 2026. So let's say MetLife at Truist, if I worked, I can go change the dates over here. Say I worked from June 2021 over here, and then it will now move at least one of the experiences to 2021. Let's go to Impact Story Builder and then see how this one works. So you can generate evidence from currently whatever you uploaded and build an impact story as an evidence from the documents that you uploaded. And let's see how the system helps you come up with stories, which is primarily just about you, your profile, what you have done, and what you have accomplished from the evidences that you have uploaded. It is nothing out of the ordinary. It is nothing outside of the world, from the outside world. Just your own documents, which we are using here to generate some impact stories. All right. So it has taken the MetLife and Truist and other accounts that I've worked, and based on whatever I've shared as projects or accomplishments, it is then now building a story around it, saying that from an economic standpoint, this is how the impact was. The tool that I built or processes that I worked on and made efficient, it then tries to understand where the impact has been and how it impacts your US economy. And you can try to change if you want over here with an AI chat, say that the revenue looks too off. It's not 5 million, it's 10 million. Or if you want to say the team size manager is not 15, but 5, project led 2, and you can want to bring it down to 1, you can just change all of that over here. Or you can go save, and then 2021. Now I've saved the story. So now you can go here, edit content, and then change whatever you feel is slightly off. You don't want to take this 5 million, you can change all of that over here. So there's two ways of changing things. So you can use either of those one. Now let's try another thing. A manual input is when, let's say for example, you already have documents which you have built, like this one. You have a critical role or a project that you have worked on for a particular customer. You just like handwritten or dictated it to Word document. You have a blurb which you want to use and build a story, impact story. This one again, look at this one. I do not have any, I just explained what are my day-to-day tasks, activities, what the project was all about, what the customer was trying to do, so on and so forth. But not necessarily that I've created anything impactful, or like I've not shared what kind of impact I've made, because truly not everyone would understand the big impact or the big picture of the projects that they have worked, which is normal, which we get it. But when it comes to USCIS, we need to ensure we try to tell things in the right way, which is about the economic impact and the business impact those projects had. We are not trying to cook up stories. We are just going to reflect truly what it means. But I would not know everything that, let's say, what the project that I worked on for Truist would mean. If it's say if it is for say, let's say for MetLife, none of those companies are companies that I've worked for. Those are just like, I'm just using some of the examples. But let's say you work for MetLife, and at MetLife, it was an insurance project. You had you're part of the open enrollment. Then you can the app will try to utilize data which is available and come up with numbers based on, and then you can validate with your company and make sure it is credible. But at the same time, it is just going to give you a direction of where things are trending at, and how you should build your impact stories. So right now I'm using another story. Let's see how the tool helps you build an impact story with whatever you dictated to a Word document or a verbal conversation that you had. All right, so this is the new one, and it kind of covers growth, innovation, people, uh, kind of impact, job impact, so on and so forth. And then you can save the ones which you feel are you require, and then yeah, that. Let's pick a date. It's 20. And you save the story. Backstory saved. Now you go to profile analysis or evidence library. You hit refresh over here. You go to criteria mapping. Hit refresh over here. And then see now the impact story from Gallaudet is reflecting, which was not there before. Or we just have probably these two, and now the new ones are popping up over here because we have updated over there, and now that is now taken into consideration over here for the impact, the evidences. So this would now increase your uh, number of criterias, whether it is strong, whether it is good, and all of that. So that's how this tool kind of helps you um, in terms of building. And now let's go to timeline right now. See, look at this. Right now, before it was only until 2021. Now, because of Gallery Story, which was now from 2018, it automatically updates and now it creates a timeline for. So this will automatically take care. As far as you save the right time and date, it will kind of build the timeline evidence for you to share with the attorney. So let's move on to something else. So I'm not going to do a demo of this one, but it's the same one. Let's say if you don't have something like this already written and you want to build something over here and you cannot, uh, type, you don't like to type, here you can just come start building a story by just, you know, um, you know, you can use your voice and start building your story. It will start recording whatever you say, and then from a project standpoint, and then it will start building with the voice story builder. Once you start building, I don't want to click this one because it will mess up my mic. So I'm just trying to avoid this one for now. But we'll try this one out. It will create a complete verbatim voice to text transcripts will be done by the app, and then you can save the story. Once you save the story, it will then create an impact story like the one which was done before, and which will be saved as part of your profile. So it will be easier for you to keep recording and keep talking to the system, and be more articulative about what you have done, and then it'll take care of the rest. So that's about voice story builder. And then recommender analysis. Let's say for example you have let's say you worked on a project for MetLife, and then you want a recommendation done by one of the recommender from your company. You can put their LinkedIn over here and then type, I mean, like select what kind of relationship you had with the person, and then how did you work together, or where did you work, specific project that you have worked, and then click analyze recommender. Then it will give you a score based on how high they are ranked, what kind of accomplishments they have made, and how it will impact your profile, where it will tie, and what kind of score do they get, whether it's high or low. You can try to evaluate which recommender are the best ones that you can go after to build your profile. So let's say your attorney has given a letter of recommendation. You can upload the letter of recommendations over here and then analyze to see whether you have the letter of recommendation is good enough for you to reach out to the person, or what else can be added to the it will give you an analysis of what is good, what needs to be worked on, whether it has all the key data points which is critical for you to build a strong profile and have a strong narrative and strong supporting documents from a LOR standpoint. And for all of this, you will get a score. I don't want to, I don't have an LOR right now that I can upload, but feel free to try this part as well as you upload. Media analysis, again, if you have any article about yourself, let's say, then you can analyze over here and then add it to your profile. That's about media analysis. Media scout is places where you can go search for any media, find articles. Let's say, for example, you MetLife. You can now go put MetLife open enrollment because you work for that particular company. Then you can scout for media articles which mentions these things. If you have worked on GeoBlue worldwide benefits and GeoBlue offers joint solution, or if you have worked on Upwise as a project, then you can save these articles to be part of your profile. And now when I click that one, it goes to the media analysis part, and then it will give me a credibility score because I've worked for MetLife and I worked on this particular project. And then it gives a credibility score. So from MetLife newsroom, if the media has been from like an external source, because right now here it is MetLife newsroom, but it is MetLife talking about it themselves. But if it is external media, it has more weightage. So so that's the reason you need to, let's say, we'll do the same one again. Look at this one. It is from NASDAQ. This is from CHRO first. Save article and view and media analysis. Let's see how. Again, I just have put the guardrails in there and to determine, and it's not that I'm going to dictate each one of that. So again, you can have your own intelligence, but at the same time this is a tool which will help you streamline a lot of these processes and ensure you get the right direction. So right now the credibility score, maybe CHR first or the particular website has a low rank or low visibility or probably have a low rating. So all of that, it's a regional, and that's probably one of the reason it has a low credibility. So you can choose the right ones which will have the best impact for your profile. Let's say it came on Forbes, or let's say it came on New York Times, or which has high credibility, national or international reach. Then it has a higher score. So that's how it has been built. So it will give you like the same news, which is about Upwise, from two different places. It gives a different credibility score. So you can use the optimal, the best one for your profile. That way you increase your impact while you're going to be uploading the document, or trying to submit your petition. That's about Media Scout. And Devil's Advocate, it's a it's a pretty good one. So you have all of this. Everything looks great, right? Right now, everything is green, everything is low risk. But just go hit the run full critique. You'll see the difference now. It is like, look at the weaknesses in your profile, and it will act as a skeptical adjudicator. So look at this one right now. It was all green some time back until it did not analyze, and now with putting the lens of looking at it from the lens of a critical adjudicator who is going to be too skeptical about everything, now it will score everything and tell you where the weaknesses are. uh, Third party validation, inflated or vague language, missing documentation. So you can see what the potential RFEs would be and try to start working on those to ensure that you are strengthening your profile, hardening your profile, so that you would be able to minimize the risk of RFE or anything of that nature. So now everything has become high risk. I mean, not necessarily that everything is going to be high risk. It's just for you to see how you can be your own critic, and you have a tool which will help you be your own critic. That way, you can avoid uh, things that would be risky, or try to see how you can change the language, try to try to build and bring in more supportive documents that will help you strengthen your case, so that you can minimize the risk of an RFE trigger or a NOID trigger. That's what this one is all about. And then this one is about Opportunity Scout, where you would it's like an AI agent. It just goes fishes for um, opportunities such as membership, uh, judging, or speaking engagement, which you can just go apply, and comes back to you with suggestions. It constantly keeps searching, because everyone, while they hit, there's a lot of information that gets collected as part of the system. And then, but whatever you try to save, or whatever comes your way, is only yours. So all of that is protected. But at the same time, here you have an AI agent which will come and work for you, get uh, engagements in your area. Let's say you just want speaking, you can select what you want in the area, and then it will find opportunities in your specific area. And let's say you have an opportunity which you want to analyze whether it makes sense for your profile or not. Then let's say you can paste a website like this, and analyze. I'm just taking the easier one, of course, but definitely you can check whichever one you want. If there is, let's say, a hackathon which is going to be happening, see, the credibility score for IEEE is higher, but it is not something which will suit 100% for me as for my profile. Does not fill any significant gaps in the current petition strategy. It gives you an explanation as well. Still, it's your choice whether you want to go for it or not. But let's say if it is a good one, then you can save and track. What save and track will help you is like once you get the membership, you can upload the document and then it becomes an evidence. So then you can go, you can track progress of which one you want to add to your profile. That way you don't miss out on those ones, and you will keep and you'll have a reminder to get those things accomplished. And as you accomplish that one and then save as part of your profile, then it becomes an evidence for you. So that's why the save track is available over here. And then let's try something else. Forbes Technology Council. Again, it gives you an idea of whether you would meet the criteria or not, and what the score is for your impact, and things of that nature. So that's how you use this one too, and see whether it is a fit for your profile or not. So as of now, these are the ones which I have analyzed from my opportunity standpoint. And then you can go and save these ones and then track these ones. You are considering, you applied, you're in progress, so you can actually go, step by step, and then uh, add that to your profile. And then you want to build a narrative. These are the ways where you can build the narrative based on the documents that you have so far uploaded. It tells you where you stand, what your strengths are, what are the things that you should be pursuing, how you should build your profile, what you should call yourself as. Because I built this EB1A AI tool, it it feels that I am an AI and ML person. And since I've led an end-to-end project and I've and digital transformation initiative, it feels that I'm in a leadership position. I need to build a story around that as a leader, and start working on awards, community, and research. So this is how the narrative should be generated. You can generate your own AI narrative, or you can upload one of your attorney's document, whatever they have built as narrative, and then check whether there is any gaps in your in the narrative that they have developed for you. That way you will know where they fall short, what other language they can add. So it becomes like your own friend who's also going to teach, or probably, for my profile when they built, I was just going with whatever the attorney was trying to share. And what happened was, there was a lot of gaps in that, which I was able to understand only through this particular tool. Otherwise, then I would have not been aware of that those gaps. So then I reworked and asked my attorney to rework on my profile. which typically, let's say, for example, you will go to an expert or probably a mentor who was guiding you, and they would do it for like $500. Again, they would not have all the information that is needed, and they will not have all the time that they can spend to understand your profile in and out. So this becomes a repository, like a CRM or an ERP, whichever way you want to call it, for EB1A, for your profile, and you can build and maintain and manage everything through just one profile, just one. And I have the EB1A LLM in which I have built, which is case documents from the past 20 years. I just tried to pull as much as I could and uploaded that in my repository. It's part of my admin uh, account. I will be share. I mean, I'll showcase that. I'll probably share that or in one of the training video. You'll be see it, or maybe if you want, reach out to me, and I will share the link to that one. I'm not on. I just created this profile for demo purpose so that you will know what how a profile can be built from scratch. Yeah, I was just building everything just along with you. There's nothing that I was pre-done. I just created a blank profile intentionally to, ensure you get the first-hand experience of how things are evolving, how naturally it does things in the right way, and how the guardrails are set. That's the most important part. Uh, if you click, if you upload a document, it needs to go update the criteria's mapping. If the criterias are low, it should stack rank it. So those are the critical pieces, which is the hard part of building such an AI, which actually also gives you um, analysis. See, when we started zero, then it was 2.9. As we started uploading more documents, now the overall readiness scores keeps increasing. That's the whole point of having it. But still, this one, with even so much updated, the readiness score or the timeline is not. You still have evidences only in the past 2 years. So um, you have a lot of work to do, is what it says. Refresh scores. Let's see if something changes. Reanalyze profile. Scores did not change. So that means that it's just not randomly picking up numbers out of the blue. It's just going by what the scores are. So the metrics, the scores, and the scoring system, whatever has built, has been stable, and it gives realistic progression, as you can see, and not, again, it's AI, so it will do some mistakes. I'm not saying it is 100% foolproof, but at least it gives you the direction and will tell you whether you are heading in the right direction. And the things that I've built over here, which is the impact story builder or recommender analysis or LOR analyzer, these are really cool features. Probably I'll share a video maybe in a week or so with the LOR that I upload. You will see that in action, like how good it will be, because you cannot depend completely on even your mentor or even on attorney, because they have very limited time, and when they share something, it's your responsibility for it, for you to validate whether you have everything in it. Whatever attorney gives, you cannot take it blindly. Whatever mentor shares, you cannot take it as global truth that yes, it has everything in it and they have thought through everything. Of course, they will do. Everything does a good job, but you need to have a second pair of eyes to validate everything uh, when you are exploring things yourself. So that's what this tool is all about, which will give you perspectives of how you can fine tune and make sure your profile is getting better and heading in the right direction, where you can also avoid certain mistakes by looking at the media analysis, media scout. It will tell you where, or the opportunity scout or opportunity analysis, where it will tell you which one is not a fit for you, and then you can make a informed decision based on that. Thanks for taking the time. I thought I'll quickly finish this one, but I was just got involved too much with the demo, and made it a really exhaustive one, just like a webinar. But thanks for spending the time. Thanks for listening in. I hope you like the tool. Leave your comments, thoughts. Send a text, and share what your thoughts are. Looking forward to hear from you. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.